When the air conditioner is running, the compressor draws refrigerant from the evaporator or indoor coil, generating the low side pressure. It then discharges the refrigerant into the condenser or outdoor coil, where the accumulated refrigerant raises the high side pressure. The required low side pressure depends on the function of the system. For example, in a typical air conditioner, the evaporator temperature is kept above 0 degrees Celsius, since we don't want the coil to freeze. If we check a gauge for R410A, a saturation temperature of 4 degrees Celsius, about 40 degrees Fahrenheit, corresponds to a pressure of around 119 psi. C. On the high side, to estimate the normal pressure, we take the ambient temperature and add about 10 degrees Celsius 18 degrees Fahrenheit. So for an ambient temperature of 30 degrees Celsius, adding 10 degrees Celsius gives a condensation temperature of 40 degrees Celsius, about 104 degrees Fahrenheit, which corresponds to a high pressure of approximately 337 psi. Now let's review some faults detected using gauges. A. If the indoor coil is freezing, the temperature drops below 0 degrees Celsius 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and the low side pressure is expected to be below 100 psi. B. If there is poor heat exchange in the condenser, the high side pressure is much higher than normal. For example, with an ambient temperature of 30 degrees Celsius, due to this fault, the high pressure may exceed 337 psi, indicating a problem with condenser heat dissipation. C. If the low pressure gauge needle vibrates or oscillates, this may be a sign of moisture in the system, or it may indicate a mechanical compressor issue, or a partial obstruction in the capillary tube or filter. D. If, sometime after starting the system, the low side pressure drops significantly and stays low, while the high pressure increases but later stabilizes, this may indicate a severe blockage in the capillary tube or filter dryer. E. If, after turning on the unit, both pressures are lower than normal, this may suggest a refrigerant leak, which can be confirmed if the unit's power consumption is significantly lower than usual. F. If the compressor starts but there's no clear difference between low and high pressure, this indicates mechanical failure of the compressor.